Shannon, you're doing great. And this was one of Shannon's first demos, kind of like, oh man, where do I even start? It's fairly broad, so it's kind of like, oh my goodness, you have to
There's a lot to cover.
and then I can get in there and show you how to do it. But,
Goals are so helpful.
they are very, very helpful. Just for fun, if you wanted to see more of like an e-commerce type interface, Shannon, why don't you go to your new tab
Okay.
and just click the home link, just so it kind of takes us right to Adilas.biz. It's on the
your
top of the
home link?
browser.
I've never used that in my life.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Okay, up the top, after the forward slash, just type the word shop. So we're going to leave the secured environment.
Like, is it Campbell?
Okay, great. Go ahead and hit shop and then enter.
Okay.
And right here, like, the person doesn't even have to know this. I'm just kind of showing you a back door. Basically, they would provide a link that would already have this in there. Go PLA-53.
Does it have to be capitalized?
No. Then hit enter. Okay, so technically this is outside of the secured environment. Okay?
Customer face.
Once you scroll down a little bit, let's see if we can actually find candy. So see where it says candy
Yeah.
free? Click on that. Here's what they would see for more of like an e-commerce type level if they wanted to.
This is probably a difference between web pricing versus
Yes, it's just, we were just playing and kind of sampling it. Like, it's very simple. They can't modify anything. It's just like, how many do you want?
Here's what we got.
Yeah, here's what we got. If you want to go deeper, you can click on either the logo or, I mean, you can go as deep as you want. Go ahead and click on that Snickers bar again. And if you had captions or whatever, it basically has the full drill down to that type of effect. How many of these do you want? And you would just add it to a very simple cart. But this is externally, this is customer facing. That's e-commerce type stuff versus internal where I can tweak and blend and add hidden line items and add labor and this and that. Like e-commerce, you have to kind of be like, okay, what package do I want to sell and how's it going to happen? But if you wanted to, another way that you can do e-commerce is you can even use the phone or whatever, and somebody could put in an order or a request, and somebody behind the scenes can be doing all sorts of locking in through stuff. So e-commerce is out-facing or customer-facing.
I think the most powerful thing here is that it's all tracked in your Adilas account. So, because I can't tell you how many people express the headache they get from, they feel like they have to have an e-commerce, they need a web presence so that they can sell things online, but it's not linked with their data, and then do they have that in stock? Do they know what their inventories are? And tracking that and keeping it. This is all linked. So if I took all the Snickers out of here, I couldn't sell someone a Snickers later because it says you don't have any in your stock, like your inventory's gone. And just that it's already tracked. You don't have to go back in and input your numbers from e-commerce, and it already labels it. Oh, someone bought 6 more Snickers bars from e-commerce or from the web.
Mm-hmm.
So it says where you sold it, and that's powerful. That really is great. So.
For sure. Mm-hmm. You can close that tab. I just wanted to show the external part of it, and that it has tons of ways that you can kind of custom tweak things and such. Tony, let's have you give her another challenge. Go back to the map, Shannon, and then see if Tony can
assignment.
What is this? Because basically, if you don't have an assignment, you literally could go anywhere you wanted to go.
Yeah, we've got a couple more people on. So.
Okay, great.
Looks like perfect. Santiago invited some of these people, so that's fantastic.
Great. Awesome.
Welcome.
That's perfect. Shannon is kind of giving us a little demo, just kind of playing around on the site. What we're going to do is just kind of bounce through a few more things, and then after we break for lunch, we will get into the nuts and bolts and actually physically bring in inventory and sell it out, and what are the ins and outs, possibilities of what things are. We have Tony here, and he has a challenge to see if he can just ask Shannon about what is this, or how does this work, so that you can kind of play around with it.
What are REIs?
REIs are reimbursements.
Okay.
Is how it works. I believe that's a name or an acronym they kind of came up with to satisfy the lingo for Adilas, I guess, or the terminology. They've used a little bit different terminology. For instance, splits and REIs. Most of the time, you would have that called payment on accounts. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or it's basically the same idea, though. Different ways to pay for various things. And REIs would be reimbursements. So whoever you're reimbursing. The reason they're over here is because they kind of deal with your expenses for a business.
Mm-hmm.
And you're obviously going to have to get money out of your bank for paying those. So they're in that area because they deal more so with, you're either reimbursing your employees or your users or various people. So REIs are reimbursements.
Awesome. You want to see a make one?
I mean, I like REI at the store, but this is good too. So.
Same here. Shannon, can you make us a REI? Why don't you go to the expense receipt homepage?
Never done an REI, so this would be great.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to say create a new expense receipt.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, we're going to select an employee. We're going to put more.
I know you're in here.
And then whomever you would like to. It looks like there's a couple of us.
Give Aspen some money.
Okay, so go over to
Create the receipt.
Okay, and then you tell her how much that she owes. This is basically money she spent that we now owe back to her as part of our financials. So let's say that she bought something for $25. Okay, and then we'll just go down to the notes and we'll just kind of put Aspen bought us something special. Like normally you would know, but just
Right.
for training, we're just going to kind of pop something in.
Okay. Needs reimbursement?
Yes, that is the click right there. That's the main thing that kind of sets that thing apart, saying, hey, I'm going to show up under my REIs or my reimbursements, okay? And then let's assign this to food meals,
Sounds good.
okay? And then we're going to scroll down
Is
to
it
the
going to
bottom.
make me have a job site?
It will, yes. And then down here at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and put, this was a debit card. Now this is the key for a reimbursement. I do not want to put a company bank. I want to put no bank assigned. Go ahead and click on the bank options. You see how it looks like we only have one bank for this company, High Country Bank. But we want to put no bank assigned because it physically did not come out of our bank.
Right. Should pay for it.
Right. So then you would hit add the expense. And so basically it kind of comes down through, scroll all the way down to the bottom so you can see it basically says, hey, the whole thing's been paid, but I still owe $25 back to Aspen. So go home now for just a minute and click on REIs and you'll see two different categories now. We owe some to Brandon and some to Aspen. So it's automatically tracking what we owe. And because it was already attributed to food, it's technically already hitting our financials in that particular category. In that part of the budget or category.
Do you want me to go there?
Can I see the budget?
Absolutely. Go home,
So that would be in the,
profit and loss, and go ahead and expand it out to everything down at the very bottom where it says report type. And say get the number. I would just leave all that right now.
okay.
Scroll down, clear to the expense portion. Okay, and food meals, $25. And if you click on it, go ahead and click on it, it actually takes you down to what's actually going on. So it looks to me like somebody else was actually adding one behind you as well.
Yeah.
So if we went to reimbursement, it would actually show that we owe multiple things. Like there's somebody else who's on the demo who's playing. So that's great, no problem. So just for fun, why don't you click home? I just want to make sure that we have two pieces under REIs. Okay. So basically somebody else was playing right along with us. Right? The whole thing just kind of gets fed into the system and it automatically knows how the pieces of the puzzle are working. Okay. So that's awesome. Why don't you head back to the map for a sec, Shannon? Okay. Tony, what's another piece that you might have a question about? And if you wanted to, you could even go like this. Click on your home link so you could see it a little easier if it's easier to read.
Oh, here's a question. So in dealing with the e-commerce, you have the customer, like our client's viewpoint. So they can just see, oh, they have these things, I want to buy these things.
Mm-hmm.
Can you have individual logins for the external, for the client, those clients?
You mean allowing the client to log in? Are you talking changing prices, or are you talking? What are you talking as far as that goes?
Kind of like how I have like an Amazon account. It tracks what I've bought, you know, what's been shipped to me and that kind of stuff. Do they have that? Do you have that kind
Correct.
of functionality?
So what happens there is the e-commerce portion is, here's what I have, and who wants to log in, who wants to buy, okay? The Adilas portion is, it says, as soon as I roll that all into an invoice or a receipt for you, I've got the person, I've now got what you ordered, I have all that data, but it's internal to Adilas rather than external to them at this current point in time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the data all exists. So what we were talking about, and even us talking about the API, if somebody was like, man, I'd really like it so that they could see exactly what they've ordered and like all of their history and stuff, that's basically using an API to say, go pull some data that already exists and let's show it here under this piece of cake, okay? So once the data exists, you can play and mix and match. That's called that application programming interface stuff. Good question.
Yeah, that was a great question.
Awesome.
Great question.